starting off game number 1 here. This should be a very fun one to observe here. I mean, granted, we have two immaculate teams ready to duke it out here. Play some good old Rocket League, and I like this catch. We're going to see from high. Byron flicks it high, gets intercepted here, almost goes toward the net, and another shot coming in from no nonsense. I mean, kind of sticking true to the moniker there, finding that opportunity within that gap and slotting one right out the gate there. Definitely going to be a pretty good start for this team, but we'll see if we're going to have a good rebuttal here from the red team. Going to go ahead and send this one across the field. Nice little cut. It's going to get sent high into the sky here. Chaos coming around. Tries to put that one toward the net. Boosting right back to back post. Pirates going to go ahead here and also try to see if we can maybe get a cut in. There's an opportunity at 50 against No Nonsense. No, a fake perhaps potentially from No Nonsense here. But High Byron does a good job of going for a drive challenge, making sure that that ball can't get past it. Now potentially an opportunity for some offense, but Steamy manages to get around that one as well. Controls the ball pretty good as well. Passes it over to No Nonsense. There's going to be Hazem in the middle of the field to receive the pass, but not a great enough first touch. No nonsense with no boost as well. Gets a double tap in front of the net. This is not going to be enough to go ahead and convert that one. Scheming once again with the ball in hand. Going to get challenged. Manages to maintain possession. Burns a lot of boost here to try to get back to the ball. Kind of overshoots it, and a great coverage from Nonsense here. Opportunity. Shoots a little bit too close to the midfield there. Probably could have gone for one more bounce on the dribble, or maybe even a fake to try to bait out that last defender, but never a bad idea necessarily to shoot there, because if you're first man, if the save's not great, it'll lead to an opportunity for your teammate to go ahead and slot that one. Kimi coming around here. Hazem gonna go ahead and send that one once again to the midfield. And No Nonsense manages to pick up the ball here. Go ahead and hold that one. You see Pirates coming around now. As Chaos in the back, Byron trying to hold center field. Here comes Byron, doesn't have a whole lot of boost, nothing really on the field to work with here. Chaos has got a great first touch, and that allows No Nonsense to once again pick up the ball. You can see the struggles that are coming out on the side of Edinboro U here. Just not quite able to make some of the things happen, but Hazem can go ahead and come through. Send that one over. Maybe a catch here. Not quite. I like the recovery attempt from Kazem as Scheming goes ahead and sends that one downfield. No Nonsense looking in the midfield, kind of waiting for a hit there. Looks like Chaos takes some time. We have a little bit of a bump here. That's going to leave an open pocket on the top of the net as No Nonsense yet again. Looks like that team is able to score yet again in this series. So far, not exactly the kindest by any means, but maybe, just maybe, we'll have a little bit more luck here as we go into the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds of this game. No Nonsense once again sending the ball over to the opposite side. High Byron's gonna go ahead and try to do something with it. If there's anything I've noticed already in this first game, it's that, you know, it's been really, really rough to see who is going to be able to maintain that ball possession. This time it's been largely on the side of Team Blue. Hasn't been too great of a time here. Chaos, Byron, and Pirates not really having the ball for a lot of time. Look at this No Nonsense on the rotate out, right? Gets two different bumps. Hits Byron and Chaos. They're going to have to look out for some of those bump and demolition attempts, because those could spell doom if they're not paying attention here. But once again, every time they try to get the ball off of their half, they get intercepted. Scheming almost with an opportunity to get a free shot on net. Beautiful interception from Byron there to stop that from happening. Chaos won't be able to get there in time, but manages to get the ball, punted over to Pirates. They don't have a whole lot of boost either, so won't be able to receive an inline pass there from the middle of the field. Gonna have to go ahead and go back, get some little extra boost. Byron, once again, it seems like red team kind of struggling to get this ball off of their half consistently. Just playing the defensive game here, and over time this adds up. They're going to run out of boost. They're going to have to dive for the ball more, and it's just going to create more opportunities, more pockets where you can get an own goal here, which is not what you want to see. The ball not really in that much of a threatening position here. You can see Pirates on the side here kind of hits it in when it was gonna just go across the post. Definitely not what he was looking for. Maybe an attempt at trying to get a nice first touch into an air dribble clear, but either way, this first game is not looking too great. I mean, right off the rip, 4-0, a kickoff goal is definitely going to be a hard to swallow pill here. This game 1 effectively lost already. I mean, to get 4 goals in 52 seconds to try to force an overtime is not unheard of in Rocket League, but will take quite a bit of effort and honestly some perfect play, which at this point we haven't seen much, if anything, in terms of offense to really make me believe that this is possible. I mean, come down to the final 35 seconds, an opportunity for a shot on goal. Chaos takes it, but it's not good enough. Not enough force on that shot. The positioning, though, pretty good there. But maybe here Byron tries to go for a chump check. Should get intercepted. No, can't get caught. Just not quite quick enough. Not there in time. And finally, you do have a shot on the side of this team, but a little bit too late. 23 seconds left on the field. Gonna need like 3 kickoff goals realistically to make this happen. You don't have a whole lot of time to work here in terms of, you know, playmaking time. And look at this slow, controlled touch, right? Really burns a lot of time on the clock. Coming down to the final 15 seconds, it's going to be pretty much impossible at this point. And we can already see that this first game 1 is going the side of Team Red here. So that's going to be, or rather Team Blue, sorry, as it's going to be a bit of a tougher one to come back from. But if there's anything, see here as SIUC is going to be the one to win that. You can have some luck. You know, you can have some luck. You can also have, I mean, the Fighting Scots doing their absolute best here to try and stay relevant. I mean, SIUC Maroon. Def kind of packed them up a little bit. Kind of, you know, I sometimes I say this, when it's a blowout, they kind of got tucked into bed a little bit. And it happens. It happens. But perhaps as we go into this next game, we'll see a little bit more fight. They were able to secure at least a goal by the time that first game ended. And so now, hopefully, they'll be able to kind of have a bit of a better time going into this game too. I mean, this is a best of 5, so hopefully as we go into this game number 2, things will look just a wee bit better here. But all right, once again, starting off with SIUC immediately getting control of the ball. They seem to be very comfortable with maintaining this possession, but here we have a moment where Chaos tries to set up a pass across the back post, and it works. High Byron is in the right position to go ahead and slot that one to the net. What a beautiful pass from Chaos. You can see an attempted block from Kazem there to go ahead and stop the inevitable shot that was coming, but just couldn't get there in time. Chaos hits it hard enough into the post that it gets far enough away from Kazem standing in the back post to go ahead and put that one in. And once again, you can see on the side of SIUC against these Fighting Scots here that they are really making sure that when they're doing their rotations, that they're getting those extra bumps in as they go ahead and leave the enemy half. So we'll see here. Nice patience here. Double commit from High Byron and Pirates. It's going to cause a little bit of mispositioning here, but Chaos going to get bumped here, man, just to correct well enough with the flip to make sure that the ball doesn't go in the net. But Kazem coming in at supersonic to go ahead and slam that one. Needs to get that ball away from free shot opportunity, and is it going to be good? No, it gets punted high. Another shot out of Kazem to get the arrow proper. He does not, and that gives a little bit of breathing room here for the Fighting Scots as they try to get this ball off their side. I mean, granted, already a minute elapsed into the game, and they do have a lead and are maintaining it, but I can't really speak to how comfortably they're doing so. They're just trying to, it seems like, maybe close this one out in a 1-0. We'll see if they're able to get any more shots or more pressure going here. They, similarly to the last game, haven't had the ball on the enemy half for that much time, but it looks like, wow, a chump check from downtown. No one's in the back post to cover it. The defensive positioning, not quite. Here you can see Pirates, I think, looking like maybe he was going to take that opportunity to go grab boost. Maybe thought that, you know, they were in a more secure position, got kind of caught with his pants down, and now it's going to be a tight battle here as SIUC brings it back against the Fighting Scots in this game too. Hazem now on the ball, going to go ahead and bring that one down. No, doesn't get that flip there, leaves an opportunity for Pirates to go ahead and punt the ball here, but we're seeing a lot on the side of the Fighting Scots is that they don't often go for these soft controlled touches. A lot of the times when they're hitting the ball, they're punting it. A nice little fake here from Chaos, hopefully trying to bait up the third man to come and shoot, but I think that the signal was received a little too late there. I think they thought that perhaps Chaos was actually going to go for the shot there, and Pirates kind of came in a little bit late for the dunk, and you can see, I mean, because of it, they're now behind 2-1, and they're already down 1-0 in the set, so now the Fighting Scots are really struggling here. There you go, Byron coming, keep scheming, managed to get a piece of the ball here. Go ahead and get that second man positioning. Another potential open net here. Bounces off the corner and just narrowly in the nick of time is Chaos able to go ahead and stop this lead from being any larger. Definitely can't be trailing behind by that much now. Oh man, this is starting to shape up to be a pretty precarious scenario for the Fighting Scots here. They don't seem to have the ability to threaten the net, to be honest. If we're looking at how many goals, how many shots are taken here, I mean, you guys can see it. Chaos has that one shot that we saw earlier, and then another opportunity from Byron there, but it's the force, the hits on these shots. They're just not hitting the ball hard enough. They're coming in too soft with some of these shots, and it's just, well, you know, where these nets could be open, they're instead being saved goal attempts. Chaos here, one shot, maybe an opportunity, doesn't have the boost, gets bumped out as well. Pirates has an opportunity, but you can see just in the scramble of trying to gain possession, end up, even if they hit the ball here, oh no, this might be another one for SIUC as the 50 goes abysmally on the side of the Fighting Scots here. You can see Chaos tried to get a good one, but Kazem jumps high and dunks it underneath the wheels of Chaos, and now trailing behind by 2 goals. SIUC feeling comfortable here. The Fighting Scots are going to have to fight quite a bit harder if they want to have a chance here. I mean, 2-goal deficit, already down a game. Chaos now getting a little bit more bump heavier response from Kazem. They'll want a Chaos saying, get off my mans. I think these extra bump and demo attempts might be the difference. You can see Pirates now going for the bump. I think they've all had a bit of a wake-up call that perhaps they've been playing this set too honestly this entire time. They might have to dig in their back pocket for some more aggressive plays here. Here goes Chaos, tries to get some meaningful possession here. Byron dives with no boost. Going to take him a little bit to get back-to-back throws. Chaos doesn't have any boost to turn into this power slide here, but manages to get a full one right here. Can carry it across the net if you want. Lets it bounce. That was very dangerous. Might be another shot opportunity had that been a double tap attempt or a pass potentially, but no capitalization from SIUC, but it doesn't matter. They already have a 2-goal lead. It's really up to the Fighting Scots now to show that they're able to put the ball in the net, and the answer is no, as Kazem comes yet again finding a pretty open net here, as scheming, kind of just watching as that one goes in. No one really in position to defend against that one. Fighting Scots not having the best time here in this best of 5 series, looking like they're going to be down 2-0 in the set if this momentum is kept here in yet another scenario where they're in the final moments of the game and they kind of have to score multiple goals within the final minute, and we haven't been proven to that they have this capability to do this. And so feeling really rough here. I mean, attempted flip reset from Kazem. That's how you know they're feeling comfortable here, because clearly not a common staple in the way that they approach offense. Oh, off the wall ceiling shot here, doesn't have enough boost to get close enough to the ball, but final 10 seconds, the Fighting Scots don't have a shot here as well. SIUC is going to very comfortably take this game number 2. Almost puts one more into the net to say, hey, listen up. you guys aren't quite in our league yet, is kind of what it's feeling. The Fighting Scots definitely had a great start to that game, but I mean, look at this, right? 6 shots on the side of Kazim, 6 shots on the side of Ski Meme, 1 shot across No Nonsense, leading to a 13-shot total there. Meanwhile, you have 6 shots total on the side of the Fighting Scots. That just kind of goes to show you that they have twice as many opportunities to score. Right, that's, you know, if you're shooting 13 times, and of those 13 times you get 3 shots in, that means you're roughly getting the ball in 25% of the times you attempt to make a shot on net. But 25% is not that bad once you have so many opportunities. It means eventually the ball will go in. But if you're on the side of the Fighting Scots, you got 6 shot attempts total, and of those 6 shot attempts, only 1 went in. It means you're sitting at like a, I don't know, maybe like a 12.5. Oh, I see what I've done here. That's hilarious. Yeah, my bad on that one. Did not hit the spectate button. Oh no, I left the lobby. That is not what I was looking for. I'm gonna go ahead and go right back into that. Give me one moment here. Boom, boom. And we're back in. I must have clicked join instead of spectate. No problem. Alright, we're good. But yeah, no. Definitely gotta kind of watch themselves for this here. Oh, are they gonna remake the lobby maybe? Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and be pending on that because there should be one more game in the series there, but we will see. Pending some sort of confirmation here. I'm gonna take a peek at this chat as well just to make sure. And what's the word here? We'll see. I'm sure somebody will tell me something at some point, but yeah, definitely seeming like kind of a tough deal there. Not the best run for the Fighting Scots there. It's up. Let me ask a question here. What? How does that work? Okay, so let me leave this one and then let's see. I'm gonna join it. See if it allows me to do the same thing. I'm gonna use the same code combination. Okay. Alright, and we're in. Alright. It is good here. We're going to go ahead and kick off game number 3 of the Fighting Scots versus SIUC. And just like that, hopefully this time around we'll be able to see a bit more in terms of aggression here. Chaos tries to get one in. This could be an open net here. It is going to be an open net. That's not what we want to see to start things off here. No one sitting in the back post at all. Pirates, I mean, you can see Byron and Pirates occupying the same position there. I believe Pirates might have been the 3rd man in that scenario. Probably just didn't see his partner so far pushed up, but either way, the crucial mistake in positioning is going to cost them the lead very early on, not even 15 seconds into the game. And Byron tries to go for a nice little read off the bounce on the wall there. That could have been an open net had he not been contested. Pirates going to whiff the ball here. Byron kind of sitting alone. And Kazim just kind of punts the ball. That's fine. Byron gets a nice little control touch here. Going to go for a 50. Gets a piece of the ball there to make sure it's not an easy possession for the blue team here on the side of SIUC. And once again, they do a great job of, even when they're not hitting the ball hard like we saw right there, SIUC does a great job of hitting the ball high. And hitting the ball high is always good because then it means you're giving your teammates so much time to go in, decide what their angle of approach is going to be, and also alleviate some pressure on the offensive if there has been. Pirates misses the open net. That's going to be a bummer. It looks like he was out of boost there, so he couldn't really get the urgency that he wanted to on that one. Just try to hit it as hard as he could and just could not get the angle. but maybe again they'll find another opportunity. Pirates going to jump, put that one high. That's a pretty good high ball, but you can see No Nonsense already in the sky, ready to challenge. Here comes Chaos, hits the ball soft. Definitely an accident. Scheming coming in with another block on this one. No Nonsense going to go ahead, carry it around. Potential double tap to mid. No, I love the receive we see there on the side of the Fighting Scots. Not letting that one get through the defense too easily. And then Pirates can go ahead and carry it over Kazem, but messes up the following up touch there, forcing Chaos to dash into the midfield to go ahead and try to push that one out, but it's looking pretty tough here. Gonna go ahead and go up. High Byron, not gonna be able to keep up with this one. Scheming tries to slot it into the bottom of the net. Luckily enough, it's a miss on the side of the Fighting Scots. They would have been trailing by 2 there. Gonna have to lock and load here to make sure that things can go as smoothly as they want. Kazem coming across the side. Pirates waiting for that one to land. Burns a lot of boost, can't go for the ball. Byron also low on boost. And then Chaos left alone in the net, gets slotted on the bottom right. That's a hard one to defend. I mean, both of your other teammates got either baited out or cleared out or were left with no boost. And if you're Chaos there, Kazem could score there, No Nonsense can score there. You really don't know who's taking the shot, and there's no way for you to position yourself in net there to stop that from happening. Just an all-around unfortunate position to be left in as third man, as now we have a 2-0 lead here on the side of SIUC. Okay, let's see. Chaos trying to make something happen here. The offensive rotations have not been the best. Almost another shot happening for the Fighting Scots here. Byron's gonna go high, has to get this fast aerial, and gets a little bit too excited to go for the play. Can't line up the trajectory too good there. Definitely had first dibs on the ball, but botched the execution. It's plays like that, mistakes like that, you can't be afford to be making here as you're into your potential final game of the series. Chaos whiffs, soft touch into the hard touch. Can we get a chalupa here? We don't get quite the conversion we're looking for here. We need control. If there was anything I could hammer in on the side of the Fighting Scots right now, is they do not have control. But if you look on the side of SIUC, looking so comfortable. I mean, look how much time No Nonsense takes there with like 23-ish boost before deciding to jump for the ball. I think there's an understanding across SIUC that on average they are just quicker to the ball than the Fighting Scots are, and because of that they feel much more comfortable going for these controlled touches, getting, you know, a little bit of delay on their jumps to make sure that they get the perfect touch that they want. But on the side of the Fighting Scots, it seems like they're struggling for every touch they get here. I mean, this shot that we're seeing here is not a good one, honestly, on the side of SIUC. There's not a lot of power, not a lot of accuracy, not a lot of really anything here, but there's no one in position to go ahead and stop that from happening. So it's as good as a shot can be. A shot that goes in the net, as far as I'm concerned, is a good shot. Just if we're talking about how mechanical you had to be to make that one, the answer is not very. But finally we get an answer back here. It's Chaos, you know, coming in to go ahead and make sure that this one goes into the net. Just has a good kickoff and gets a nice little second touch, which gives just a little bit of extra height, making it hard to get. So not out of this one just yet. I mean, 2 minutes is not what they have. They do have 1:20 though, which definitely has happened many a time to Gamma Rock. That actually is a decent amount of time to go ahead and secure 2 extra goals here, right? So we'll see how they will shape this one up, meaning roughly 40 seconds to goal here is what they're working with. And we're coming down to the final minute now. Scheming sitting in the middle. You can see Pirates, I think, actually wanted to jump over, but we'll take the demo attempt. Can we get a cut in the midfield? Chaos tries to get a power slide cut into an immediate flick, but the flick is too weak. The cut's not good enough. We need a block on this, and no one out of the 2 members in the net is in position to stop that one. And now we have an issue here for the Fighting Scots. Unable to stop this offense. Now we're looking at 3 and 41. That's not a spot that you want to be in. Effectively 13 seconds to goal if you want to split it evenly, which is not likely going to happen here. We're going to need another kickoff goal. Maybe Chaos can come through and try to make that happen again or something. Never mind. I think that might be the wool being pulled over the eyes of the Fighting Scots here, as yet another one sinks into their net. You can see Byron was sitting there, wasn't ready for a shot. There's nothing they can do at this point. 32 seconds to score 4 goals is pretty much all but impossible. And if the beginning of the set is any indicator of the way things have gone here on the side of the Fighting Scots, I think it's a pretty safe call to say that this one is more or less all she wrote. I mean, final 15 seconds, we have to give congratulations where congratulations is due, as SIUC having a pretty easy ball time controlling the ball and the set. They're going to go ahead and close this one out with a firm 3-0 victory as the ball hits the floor and the final play is made. The Fighting Scots are gonna have to go ahead and fight it a little bit harder from the side of the elimination bracket. Luckily, they do have that affordance on their side. Meanwhile, SIUC Maroon is going to have to be pretty happy here because they've qualified for the winners finals now, which, you know, just means that they are this much closer to winning the entire thing here, having a guaranteed top 3 placing in this series of the Navigators of the Great Lakes here. But we're going to have to find out who they're going to be up against, as on the other side of the semifinals winner side bracket, there is UW Green Bay and Robert Morris University kind of waiting to duke it out there, is my understanding. Is so, depending on who is the victor of that, will be their opponents. But definitely, you know, as far as showings go for SIUC,